All right, we'll call Chelsea Hensley versus the manual scales. This is 26 CVP 198. Ms. Hensley, if you want to come over here with your counsel, Mr. Scales, if you want to sit at the other table for me. Mr. Scales, this is your first appearance in court, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And then Ms. Hensley, you are represented today by Mr. McElwain, correct?
Yes.
We're set today for a full hearing. It looks like you have this petition, you're still here, you have counsel, so my assumption is that you still want to proceed, but is that correct? You do want to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So, Mr. Scales, you're okay. Take a second.
I'm sorry.
You're good. So you have a couple of options today. You can either agree to the protection order, it would be a consent. In that case, there wouldn't be any findings against you. You would just be agreeing to the terms of the protection order. I can read you what the requested terms are if that's something that you're interested in. Your other option is that we can move forward with the full hearing today. At the end of a full hearing, there are two possible outcomes. The case could either be dismissed outright, or if it were granted and a protection order was put in place, there would be potentially findings against you.
Yeah, we'll move forward for sure.
Move forward
Yes.
today? Okay. Do you have a microphone in front of you? Can you just pull it? I just can't hear you. Just pull it closer to your phone.
I'll check 1, 2.
All
right, let's get it.
All right, so you're ready to proceed?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Ms. Hensley, it is your case to present, so I will let you go first. Mr. Scales, just so you know, both parties are going to have the opportunity to have an opening statement.
Absolutely.
It's a roadmap for the court. It is not testimony. It's not evidence. It's just if you want to give one, a way for you to tell the court what you think is going to happen today.
Okay.
At the end of testimony and both sides admitting any evidence or testimony that they have, everyone will have the opportunity to have a closing argument. Again, closing argument is not testimony, so I won't consider it for the weight of the case, but it is argument that you can give in support of your position.
Okay.
Okay? All right, do you have any opening?
Just briefly, do you want me to use the podium or just sit here? How do you?
Wherever you're comfortable.
Okay. So this all started back in 2023. My client had sort of reached rock bottom, had an OBI that she didn't make the best decision, and after she was arrested, she posted a Facebook Live video or went on Facebook Live while she was still under the influence, and that is how this entire incident started. Mr. Scales saw the video, started harassing her online. He, following her posting the Facebook Live video, he filed public records requests. He obtained body cam footage from her OBI arrest, and then he started contacting her employer at European Waxing Center, ended up getting her fired from her job, and she blocked him on all social media accounts, wanted nothing to do with him, had zero prior relationship with him whatsoever. And then 3 years go by, then back on February 3rd, my client made a post on her own Facebook page. She didn't tag Mr. Scales in it. She didn't put it on his page or mention him at all, or she did mention him, but to her friends, and it was because he had run a fundraiser recently, and she asked, is anybody looking into seeing what happened with this money? Okay? So that occasioned Mr. Scales to go completely over the edge. He started harassing her again. He started bringing up all these events that occurred 3 years prior. He started calling her new employer at Sports Clips, and there's a recorded phone call you'll hear where he threatens to show up and cause them all sorts of problems if they don't do something about their employee. The entire time he's implying that this is an ongoing thing and that she is online currently making all these comments about him, but it all occurred 3 years prior. And my client was in a tremendous amount of distress because she's already been through this with him. He already got her fired from one job. She called the police, and they suggested that she file for a protection order. She came to the ex parte hearing and presented everything she had at that time. The magistrate felt it wasn't enough to show that there was an immediate risk of physical harm to her, so it was continued for the full hearing. So she leaves the ex parte hearing to go back to work and gets a call from her manager, who's here today, and she'll testify that the manager called her and said, don't come to work. Scales is outside in the parking lot right now. He's making a video about you, and I'm worried about your safety. You don't come to work. So Scales was in the parking lot. You'll see the video that he made. He posted it on TikTok, basically alleging all sorts of slanderous lies about her and referencing her OBI that occurred 3 years prior, pretending like it just happened, which it didn't. And the response from his followers is they have now started calling Sport Clips and harassing managers, harassing other employees named Chelsea, logging in online and signing in on their online sign-in as Fire Chelsea. And it's gotten to the point where Sports Clips have had to respond to Mr. Scales, and my understanding is he removed the post after he was contacted by Sports Clips legal counsel. But the problem continues, and my client is terrified of this man. He's now shown up at her work and has been harassing her for 3 years. So that's why she's asking for this protection order. Not only is she afraid that he could potentially cause her physical harm, but he has also caused a tremendous amount of mental distress that is seriously affecting her life. It's affecting other employees and her manager and everybody at her current job. And she has now had to move to a different location and is working under an alias at the suggestion of Sports Clips because everybody's terrified of this man.
Do you have any opening statement?
It all started back in, I guess, 2022. She got on Facebook Live, and she went to her job while she was on Facebook Live and was talking to them, stating that she was going to quit because she got a DUI that happened prior to this situation. So I contacted her job and said, hey, she's on Facebook Live while she's speaking to you with her phone in her pocket. If y'all say anything wrong or whatever, that could be held against every one of y'all when she has 100 and some people on her Facebook Live. So that's how I started it. And then after that, it got to the point where she started calling me names and things of that nature. And I'm like, hey, chill, I got screenshots and everything. Hey, you need to calm down. You know, Union Township is not here to, you know, the police got called several times. And after that, she ended up losing her job, and she contacted me after this. She said, hey, I'm sorry for what happened. I didn't know you had that much pull. I lost my job. And I said, well, unfortunately, I'm sorry. I mean, I can't help you get your job back, because she wanted me to try to help her get her job back. I'm like, look, you went on Facebook Live. Literally, when I tell you her bosses was watching, the company was watching her while she's on live for hours and hours and hours. At the end of the day, you got to watch what you say on Facebook Live, you know, because of whatever reasons. So me and her was cool. We had a 5-minute conversation on Facebook Live. Facebook Messenger. She deleted me. Well, whatever happened to her, somebody mentioned her like 3 months later. I said, I'm praying for her. I don't know what she's going through. But at the same time, like, I want what's best for her. We had no contact at all. At all. Didn't mention her, never made a post about her. About a month ago, if that, she mentioned me on a GoFundMe situation that she heard from somebody else that's been mentioning my name since March of last year, and I haven't entertained it at all. Like, the families that I help know I help them. I have emails and everything. So if it got to any legal situation, I can prove everything. But she insinuated that I stole money and I used it on child support. She actually just leaked my private child support hearing with my baby mom that happened last week. Mind you, she started. The judge asked her, why did this all of a sudden just start again? She said, I made one post about him. If you go to her Facebook right now, she has highlights of me. Lemuel Scales with 30 pictures and videos calling me a predator, literally leaking my nude photos, messages, and everything that is not even me. And I said, these people that are feeding you this information, are they willing to go to court with you? And you, like, my social media and who I am as a person is everything. You're calling me a predator and a child, all this, unacceptable. So I had to speak on the situation. They said I got the body camera. If you go to CaliforniaBodyCameras.com, it's a huge YouTube page that they take body cameras. I never leaked it. It's on, literally, you can get on TikTok Live and go to Girl Third DUI. You can go to YouTube. I never leaked it. I seen it on another YouTube page that has millions of views. So it's saying, oh, I got the body cam and all that. Literally, when I tell you, if you go to her page, she has my name, not just a post. You're fat. I know you stink. After she left here a couple weeks ago, whatever it was, saying I was this scary person and I'm this crazy person, she got on Facebook Live in her car and said, hilarious Scales, I'll be seeing you face to face finally. Never mentioned her, never DM'd her or anything like that. And I told her boss, she's making racial slurs on the internet that can make y'all company look bad. They reached out to me and said, it's unacceptable. It's unexcusable. We will take care of the situation. Her legal team, their legal team did not hit me up at all. And I deleted the video only because I'm one of the people, like, I have compassion for people. I'm just going to let you know that at the end of the day, calling me fags, gay, being homophobic, and being racist is not acceptable. If it's 10 years down the road or 3 years down the road, it's unacceptable. She called Union Township on me 2 times in a week. As I'm talking to the police, she's literally making Facebook posts about me. Somebody said, I told her, just take the post down. You're spreading false information. That's it. I don't care about you. I haven't hit you up or anything. But she kept going and going and going and going and going and going and going. Like I said, if you go to her page right now, she has 4 posts about me. Not just the one she said, I only talked about this because of the GoFundMe. No, you're making personal posts about me. He's a fag. He's a predator. He's gay. And all this craziness, which is unacceptable. She said in her live Facebook video, because people are sending me to him, she said, hey, what I do in my personal life does not reflect in my job. Well, yes, it does, because you have pictures on your Facebook of you cutting biracial and mixed people's hair. And I wouldn't feel safe. She posted a video and said, I'm going to bring my boys. I said, I wouldn't bring my boys up here because I have mixed kids and I wouldn't feel safe with you cutting my kids' hair. The only reason this started is because of her. And she's got to the point where she's trying to say I'm this crazy person and literally still has every post and every highlight that she's posted about me in the last 2 weeks, calling the police on me. Oh, hey, so what her end goal was, I'm going to keep posting about you, but I'm going to call the police to make you look like you're crazy, and so you won't come to my job. You feel what I'm saying? I talked to her manager. I said, hey, she's making stuff on it. I just want her to take it down. I didn't say I'm going to come up here and do this. I said, please. I said, I don't want her to get in trouble. I just want y'all to know that you need to speak to her and tell her to take these posts down about me. And she got on live right after she left y'all. I was like, I ain't taking nothing down. I'm going to see you hilarious Scales face to face. When the deputy knocked on my door, I already knew my court date and my time because she went on the internet and told everybody. I be seeing you. I be da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, I don't play these games at the end of the day. I don't respond to anything like this. Usually I get posts about me, he this and he that, and I don't respond. But when you're posting me every 3 hours on your stories, on your feed, leaking my news from 2019, calling me a predator and all that is unacceptable, 100%. And if she wouldn't have brought me up, I don't care what you got going on. I would never show up to your house. I showed up to a public parking lot to make a video. The police said, hey, Scales, if you go there and they tell you to leave, just leave. I said, I'm not going to go in a facility. I'm not that type of person. Like, I have a family. I have an image to protect as well. But at the same time, like, if you was to take those posts down, we wouldn't have no problems. I don't never single anybody out on my social media. I might go to a scene and say, this happened. I don't film victims. I don't film kids or any of that. All you had to do was take down a post, and she refused to. So he's this crazy person and all that. I've been doing social media for 5 years, and not one person has ever called me crazy. I don't overstep boundaries, and respect is everything to me, 100%. Thank you.
All right. Ms. Hensley, do you want to call your first witness?
Call Miss Hensley.
All right, go ahead and come on up here to the podium. This podium right here, sorry, you're going to come through witness stand, sorry, I misspoke. And then stand right there for me, raise your right hand to be sworn in.
Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give before this court is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes. Go ahead, take a seat. Make sure that microphone is pulled in nice and close so everyone can hear you.
So I can use the podium or can I sit here?
If you want to use the podium or sit, whatever's
Okay,
easiest.
great. Thank you, Your Honor. Can you please state your name?
Chelsea Hensley.
Are you a resident of Claremont County, Ohio?
Yes.
And do you know a person who goes by the alias of Hilarious Scales?
Yes,
You see him in the courtroom today?
I do.
Could you point to him to describe what he's wearing, please?
A black do-rag and a black shirt.
Record reflect identification of the defendant, Your Honor.
So reflected.
And how did you first come into contact with Mr. Scales?
I got a DUI 3 or 4 years ago. I didn't get arrested on that DUI. They just gave me like a summons to appear in court. I was at rock bottom in my life. I went home. I knew I was in a lot of trouble for my DUI, and I continued to drink. For whatever reason, I thought it would be a good idea to press Facebook Live. I got on Facebook Live crying about my DUI, and he joined my Facebook Live and just mocked me and degraded me the whole time.
Had you ever met him before that?
No,
Okay. Had you ever engaged with him online in any way?
no.
All right. And at the time, where were you working?
European Wax Center?
Okay. And did Mr. Scales have anything to do with you getting fired from European Wax Center?
Yes.
Can you explain how?
He called my employer. I still don't, to this day, know exactly what he said to my employer. I know it wasn't good, and he just wouldn't stop calling. Pretty much what he's doing to me now, he did it to me, the same thing 3 years ago.
Okay. And you were eventually fired from the European Wax Center?
Yes.
All right. And did you engage with him on social media at all after that?
I did. I apologized to him because while I was drunk, the one thing that I called him, and I apologize for this, was a dirty black bitch. I apologize for calling him that name. And after that, I never reached out. I deleted him, blocked him, never spoke to him again.
Okay. So then we fast forward to February 3rd of this year, 2026, almost 3 years after the original events where he got you fired from European Wax Center. Did you make a social media post about Mr. Scales?
I did. I posted, is anyone on my friends list wondering or concerned where the Thanksgiving GoFundMe where some, not all, of your internet's favorite grifter, Hilarious Scales, where the money went?
Okay. Can you take a look at the screen right here? This Petitioner's Exhibit 1. Does it fairly and accurately depict the social media post you made about Mr. Scales on February 3rd, 2026?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll move to admit Petitioner's Exhibit 1.
Sorry, say that one more time. I was reading the post.
I'm going to move to admit Petitioner's Exhibit 1.
Do you, Mr. Scales, do you have any objection to this exhibit being admitted into evidence?
What is it now?
So they're wanting to move this image into evidence.
Yeah, go ahead. Right ahead.
All right, that'll be admitted.
Okay. So when you made this social media post, did that occasion a response from Mr. Scales?
Yes.
What did he start doing?
He went to my work's parking lot, put up a tripod, a camera, and a microphone, and said, the power of this microphone, you will not be able to get a job in the state of Ohio with your credentials. I got you fired from your first job. I'm going to get you fired from your second job, and you have until 10:55 to take this down. He basically tried to blackmail and extort me, and
Okay.
then it started.
So the Facebook post was on February 3rd. Did he show up in the parking lot of your work before he had ever called, or were there phone calls to your work first?
I'm pretty sure he showed up. I think he called first. He called my manager first. My manager spoke with him on the phone, asked him, what does this have to do with her workplace? Did any of this happen on company's time? And then he just kept going on saying I was racist. And couldn't really explain what this had to do with my job, but almost insinuating that my DUI was recent and I worked for another company when I got the DUI, but he put it out to the world as if it was just happening.
Okay. Were you present during one of these phone calls with your manager?
I was.
And were you able to record it?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to play you what's been marked as Petitioner's Exhibit 4.
See if this person is available. Hello?
Hi, Lemanuel. This is the Eastgate manager from Sport Clips. How are you doing today?
Oh, how we doing? I'm
Does this sound like the recorded phone call that you witnessed between your manager and Mr. Scales?
Yes.
Okay. And it fairly and accurately depicts that phone call?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to move to admit Petitioner's Exhibit 4, excuse me.
Mr. Scales, so it's obviously a lengthy video here. He's played the beginning of it. Do you have any objection to this being admitted?
No.
Okay, all right, it'll be admitted.
Okay, I don't intend to play the full 9-minute call, but
Good. I was busier earlier, and I just wanted to call and get some questions from you before I have my chat with Chelsea later on.
Yes.
All right. So, can you specifically state your full name and your relationships to my employee, please, for me?
So I'm gonna say on record.
Okay.
I'm gonna say on the record she is saying some things that is not acceptable online, like some crazy things that is obviously made up or whatever. I don't have no bad, like we went through this before. She got let go from her other job
Okay.
because of another situation. So she was let go, unfortunately, because of that. And, we apologized. We had a good conversation after. She apologized. I'm like, okay, everything is good. No problems. And then 4 or 5 days ago, she's been posting me on her stories every 20 minutes. Hilarious Scales is this, Hilarious Scales that. She went on a Facebook Live.
Is that your name, honey? I just need a name from you.
Yeah, Hilarious Scales or Hood News 75,
Okay.
okay. So the call is 9 minutes long. At some point, did he make a threat to show up at your work if he
Yes.
didn't get what he wanted?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to play Petitioner's Exhibit 2. It's an excerpt from that call.
So is that what is that what prompted you to contact our business today? All that stuff that you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just letting her know, like, listen, be careful what you say on the internet, because, like, I know where you work at, and it's not going to be acceptable in the community. All I got to do is make one hood news, put it on my Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, and it's going to make Sports Clip look absolutely crazy.
But
Is that fairly inaccurate to depict the threat he made
Yes.
against you in Sports Clips?
Yes.
Okay.
One of the threats, yes.
I'm going to move to admit Petitioner's Exhibit 2. That's the clip.
The objection, Mr. Scales?
You good?
Okay, it'll be admitted.
Okay. So, after this 9-minute phone call, did you contact the police again?
I did.
Okay. And what did you tell the police? What did they tell you?
I kind of gave the police a little backstory, how this has been going on for years and how it escalated. I had a feeling he was going to escalate and do the same thing that he did to me years ago. The police told me to go file a protection order, so I did.
Was the ex parte protection order hearing on February 12th?
It was.
All right. Then you showed up to court for that hearing?
I did.
And after that hearing, were you scheduled to go into work?
I was.
And what happened?
I couldn't go into work because Emmanuel Scales was in the parking lot with a tripod, a microphone, and a cell phone recording himself in front of my job.
Okay. How did you find out about that?
My boss called me and told me, don't come into work, he's in the parking lot.
Okay. Did he post that video online?
He did.
Was that on his TikTok account?
It is.
Were you able to view that
Yes.
before he took it down?
Yes.
Okay. This is Petitioner's Exhibit 5.
Black, dirty, fucking charcoal piece of shit. I wish I would have killed you. Dirty fuck.
The video starts with a clip of... Is that you in the video?
It is.
Okay, and what is that video of?
Me extremely intoxicated, completely out of my mind.
Is that from your Facebook Live post 3 years earlier during your DUI?
Yes.
And he has saved that video?
Yes.
And now he's reposted it 3 years later?
Yes.
Okay.
Black bitch. Hell yeah, I was drunk driving. What the fuck? It's my 3rd DUI, bitch. Yeah, I'm proud of it.
What is going on? It is Hood News 75. We are in front of Sports Clips right here in Eastgate, Ohio. There is an employee here that has been online saying racial slurs and being very homophobic. She was on TikTok and decided to drink some Patron and get on the road and went through a red light in Eastgate doing 80 miles per hour and hit somebody. If there's a body cam footage, I'm going to show y'all that too. But her statement was, whatever I do outside of work doesn't reflect my job. Well, you have a license through the state of Ohio and you work for a corporate company. I don't think they're going to allow that, and I don't think that's going to be acceptable at any job that you get, because when you say something online, it never goes away at the end of the day. So Sports Clip, on the bottom of their page, it states that they cut anybody's hair no matter color or sexual orientation. So how do we feel about that? Would you want somebody that is racist or homophobic cutting your child's hair or cutting your hair?
Hey, bitch. And when I got my DUI, I wish I would have fucking killed my family on the road, bitch. I wish I...
Is this another clip of that same video from 3 years earlier?
It is.
Okay.
killed you. Bitch, when I got that DUI, I wish I would have fucking killed you, bitch. You don't deserve to live.
We come out of Sam's, and this black SUV comes flying.
Is this the body cam footage from your OVI arrest 3 years earlier?
Yes.
The one that he's pretending just happened?
Yes.
Okay.
80 all the way through here, swerving, and then made a huge turn and nailed right into her.
Okay.
I think she's on. I work in healthcare. I think she's on me. Been drinking or something. She's stumbling around.
This chick's been passed. She passed all kinds of people over here. Beeping, honking, passing people, flying around the road. I don't know what her problem was, but
She's on.
yeah, she's on something, definitely.
Ran the red light. She driving erratic. Then she came through here and just plowed into her. She's on something.
Okay.
But
are you injured at all? Chelsea, are you injured at all?
Yeah, my lip is
What happened to your lip? Hey, Chelsea, you just got in an accident and you hurt somebody. Can you put your phone down?
Is it hard for you to watch that body cam footage?
It is.
Why is that?
I'm just not who I was then. I was truly at rock bottom in my life, and who I am now is just a completely different person.
Were you punished for what you did back in 2023?
I went to jail. I completed treatment. I completed intensive supervision probation, regular probation. I was extremely punished for what I did.
Fair to say that you've worked very hard to turn your life around?
Yes.
And you don't want this video following you for the rest of your life?
No. Okay. No one wants their worst moment to follow them for the rest of their life.
I don't remember if I moved to admit Exhibit 5. If not, I will do that now.
Do you have any objections?
No.
It'll be admitted.
Okay. Since he posted this video, have there been any incidents at Sports Clips, or what was the response from Sports Clips?
You mean from the franchise, the owners?
I mean, have there been further phone calls to the business?
Yes.
Okay. And what's the nature of these phone calls?
So there's a Chelsea who works at the Amelia location. She's a manager. They called there thinking it was me, and they threatened to slash her tires. There was a lady under the name of Courtney Smith who called and cussed my coworker out and said that we were all complicit in being racist. They were going to bring the news station up there.
They were referencing the video he posted?
Yes.
Okay. Now, to be clear, none of these calls after the video was posted were from Mr. Scales?
Correct.
Okay. So after he posted the video, he stopped calling Sports Clips?
And just basically had his followers do the rest of the work, yes.
Okay. And have you been moved to a different location to protect you from Mr. Scales' harassment?
Yes.
All right. And at the suggestion of Sports Clips, have you been working under an alias name?
Yes.
Is that causing problems for you from your previous customers being able to find you and your regulars being able to find you?
Yes.
Okay. Is it hard for you to be in the same room with this man today?
Yes.
Why is that?
He's relentless, and he truly has not stopped in my life, and I'm scared of what he's going to do next. At what point does he turn physical? I left the courtroom, and an hour later tried to go to work, and I couldn't go to work because he's in my work parking lot.
And how has this affected you mentally throughout this entire ordeal?
Honestly, some days I don't know how I keep pushing, but I just keep going.
Have you had trouble sleeping?
Yes.
Any other physical symptoms as a result of the stress this man has caused you?
I've kind of just made myself like physically ill, because it almost seems like this is the only dirt he has on me. So he's just gonna keep showing the whole world this about me, my DUI, when I've already took accountability, served my jail time, and moved on and grew from it.
I don't have any further questions this time.
Mr. Scales, this is your opportunity. Oh, hang on 1 second. Ms. Hensley, take the seat for you. This is your opportunity if you'd like to cross-examine the witness. Do you have any questions for Ms. Hensley?
I do.
Okay, I'll just remind you before you begin.
Yes.
They do have to be questions that you're going to let her answer.
Absolutely. Thank you. Okay, stand or sit or?
Whatever you feel comfortable.
I'm just overseer because I'm just respectfully, respect is everything. How you doing today? Okay. So my first question is, when you came and did your protection order, when you filed it, did you go right after that immediately and get on Facebook Live and kind of taunt me?
I don't recall.
You don't recall?
I don't recall.
Okay. Did you at any point in time get on Facebook and leak nudes and call me a predator?
I don't recall.
If you were to go on your Facebook right now, everything, the stories and the statuses that you posted, or would they still be on your page?
I don't recall.
Okay. did you start this whole situation back over as far as anything? Did we have a good conversation when we talked years ago?
I can't remember.
Okay. I'll just say this. At the end of the day, I don't bother people. I stay out the way. I do not do any of this. And, on the record, if you don't recall, we get that. But at the same time, like, after the situation was done and I posted that video and I deleted it, you haven't heard anything from me.
You should have never posted it. You had no business going to my job.
And you had no business saying that you would kill my family. Do you remember that?
I don't. I was intoxicated.
Well, it was on the evidence that he had. You said, I wish I would have.
Objection. He's arguing with her.
She's arguing with me. Okay, this is my last question. Did you say that you wish you would have killed me and my family when you got your DUI?
I did.
Okay, thank you.
And I since apologized.
Okay. So when you apologize, that usually means like you have to stop. You can't apologize and you post it.
You're a public
Objection,
figure.
that's not
I
a
can
question.
ask any question I want about you.
And that's okay.
Mr. Scales, you need to stop. So when he makes an objection, you have to stop talking.
Okay.
All right. What is your objection?
He's not questioning. He's making a statement.
All right. I'm going to sustain that. So you can't argue with her.
Yes,
This isn't your time
absolutely.
to have a conversation with her. You can
Absolutely.
ask questions of her.
Absolutely. And do you feel like I'm a danger to you?
I do.
And why is that?
Absolutely. Because what you've done to me, you keep doing to me. You won't stop. No one else has done this in my life. Only you have. And you use your followers to dox me. You know exactly what you're doing. When you do it and why you do it. You knew putting that video up, and even though you took it down, that the damage was already going to be done.
Okay.
You knew what you were doing when you came to my job. Did you forget you came to my work?
Like I stated before, this is the last thing I'm going to say. Go look at our social media if you would, and you will see everything I'm talking about. Thank you. That's it.
I'm not going to consider that. Do you have any redirect?
No.
Okay. All right. Ms. Hensley, go ahead and take a seat. Go ahead and call your next witness.
Be Jessica McFerry. She's around the corner. Oh, she's in here. All right. Perfect.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead and raise your right hand to be sworn in.
Can you tell me sir, the testimony you're about to give before this court is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth and nothing but?
All right, Ms. McBurry, go ahead and take a seat. It looks like that microphone's already pulled in, but make sure it's nice and close to you so everyone can hear what you're going to say. Okay. You can pull it up a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Can you please state your name?
Jessica McBurry,
How are you employed?
Sport Clips.
And do you know an individual named Chelsea Hensley?
I do. She's my stylist.
She's your stylist?
Yes.
Okay.
She
How
works for me.
long has she been working for you?
I'd say probably about like 5-6 months.
Okay. So you were her manager back around February 3rd, February 10th, early this year?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. And do you know an individual named, who goes by the alias Hilarious Scales?
Yes.
Okay. And has there been an incident in Sports Clips involving Mr. Scales and Miss Hensley?
Yes, multiple.
Okay. Can you just tell the court what you have witnessed and observed throughout all of this?
So at first it started with a phone call from him, which you guys have that on recording, and then I've had people constantly calling my store, not only harassing Chelsea, but my other stylists in the store. Me, calling us all racist in the store. I've had people check in online saying nasty things, because when you check in online, it's supposed to be a name, a first and last name. People are saying terrible things.
What kind of things are they saying?
Well, I had one person sign in as Chelsea racist, Chelsea fired. My boss actually had to watch our online to delete those things, so people in our store could not see that. I've had people call and cuss out my other stylists, as well, calling them racist.
Are they all referencing the video that Mr. Scales posted?
Yes.
And all of this happened after he posted this video on February 12th?
Yes.
Okay. Prior to February 12th, when he made the video in the parking lot, were there phone Was there a phone call
That's
from Mr.
honestly
Scales?
when the phone calls started getting really heavy in the online stuff.
Okay. And you're the one on that phone call that was played earlier?
Yes, sir.
Speaking to Mr. Scales. And he talked to you for almost 10 minutes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Was that during your work day while you're trying to do your job?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Does that interfere with your ability to do your job?
Yes, because I had to be off the floor at a busy time.
Okay. And were you the manager back on February 12th when he showed up in the parking lot?
Yes, sir.
Are you the one who called
Yes.
Miss Hensley? What did you tell her?
I just let her know, hey, don't come into work. When you hear from me, you can come in, because I didn't know how long he was going to be out there, and I avoided them, being around each other in my parking lot.
Okay. Why did you call her to warn her? Were you concerned?
I was very concerned for her. It is a public spot, so Sport Clips couldn't do anything about it. And I knew what she was going through, and she was literally coming from court for this. So, for her protection, I called her in later. I'm sorry, but, he's out in the parking lot. I don't know how long for. So just...
Were you aware of how terrified she is of this man?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Were you concerned for her, not only physical safety, but mental health?
Absolutely.
Why is that?
It's taken a whole toll on this girl. She's not eating. She's not sleeping. I mean, just being I couldn't imagine going through something like that.
Okay. And what, if anything, have you done in response to him posting this video and the harassment that Chelsea has received in order to protect her?
Well, I've called and had the conversation with her. I've made the decision to move her from my store, putting her underneath a new name to where she's not being affected by, all these harassment calls and stuff. I mean, just to get her away from it, and pray that it doesn't go through all the other branches, because again, like my sister's store in Amelia, I mean, there's a girl named Chelsea there that was getting harassed, and it wasn't even the right girl. That's serious.
Okay. I don't have any further questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Scales, do you have any questions for this witness?
I just got one question for her. After this video was posted and taken down, have you heard from me or seen any posts mentioning or stating Chelsea in any way, shape, or form?
What was that?
After this video was posted and taken down from Sports Clip, and after I talked to Sports Clip, have you heard from me or seen anything or have me mention Chelsea at all?
Yes, absolutely.
And when was that?
I'm not really sure, like, as far as the date and stuff, but, the videos that you post on social media.
So after the Sports Clip video, I posted videos about Chelsea directly?
Yes.
And what did they say in the videos?
I mean, I would have to pull those up because I'm really not sure.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you one more time. I've mentioned Chelsea and made videos of Chelsea after the Sports Clip video, and you've heard me mention her after these videos, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
You got her fired from her first job, and now you're trying to do the second one.
No, that's not the question. I'm asking, after the Sports Clip video that I posted and deleted, have I made or mentioned Chelsea in any way, shape, or form?
I'm not sure after the sport clips.
Okay, thank you.
Any redirect?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. McFerry, you are free to go. Okay. Do you have any other witnesses?
No, we don't have any further witnesses, Your Honor.
Okay, then I have exhibits 1, 2, 4, and 5, correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay. So I will take those into evidence in just a minute. You can keep them until the end of the trial. Do you rest?
Yes, this time we would rest.
All right, so Mr. Scales, this is your opportunity. You're not required to, but if you want to put on any testimony or any evidence, okay?
Okay.
Are you interested in testifying yourself?
What does that mean? I've never done
Okay,
this.
so you gave me an opening statement. You told me quite a bit of information. It isn't evidence. I can't consider that.
Right.
So if you are wanting to testify to any of that, or if you have any witnesses or exhibits to support,
I have it, but it's in my phone. I'm pretty sure y'all don't use the phone, but I can show y'all everything. I'm backing up on my cellular device.
So if you show me anything on your phone, I do have to take it into evidence. So it needs to be here in a way that I can receive it.
Okay. So through
you can still testify. I
Yes.
just won't be able unless you want me to take your phone into evidence.
And how long does that take?
It would be indefinite. I would be keeping it.
My phone?
Yeah.
No,
maybe
we
for a
don't do
while.
that. So,
yeah,
okay,
it would just
okay.
be for a few minutes. But if you'd like to talk about any of
Yes.
you would need to come up and testify.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. So go ahead and come on up here. Raise your right hand for me.
Your Honor, I've just asked, could you advise him anything he says could be used against him in a criminal matter?
We appreciate it. Thank you.
So, Mr. Scales, before you're sworn in, I will just remind you, this is a recorded hearing today. Anything, and this is going to be sworn testimony. So anything that you say today could potentially be used against you if there were any criminal proceedings in the future, okay, or any other civil proceedings. Okay. All right.
Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give before this court is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
All right, Mr. Scales, go ahead and take a seat.
Yes.
And then the way that this works when you represent yourself is that you are able to just testify. You don't need to ask yourself questions. You can
Just kind of go. Could you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Just kind of go with the flow. Like I said, in court today, I've never seen Chelsea like this besides our last conversation. As far as I'm scared and everything. Like I said, on social media, from videos that's been sent to me, people documented it. Like people literally recorded her whole Facebook lives right after this, stating that, like kind of taunting me. You know, like when I talked to Union Township, they said, "Hey, Scales, like what's going on?" I said, all she has to do is just take her videos down. I don't want nothing to happen to her. You know, she's calling the police, but as I'm talking to the police, she's literally making statuses about me. Like, I talked to the police, Union Township, at 11:58 after she called the police, and at 12:04 she was making another Facebook post about me. And other people have stated, like, are you supposed to be scared of him, or is he supposed to be scared of you? He hasn't mentioned you and said anything, and I put that on everything. I have not mentioned or said anything after the TikTok video. I took the TikTok video down. I have not said her name, mentioned her name or nothing, because at the end of the day, like I told her manager when we were on the phone, I said, I don't want anything to happen to her. Just the false information that you're spreading online is unacceptable. You can say whatever with the GoFundMe. I don't care about that. If that was the only post, we wouldn't even be here today. But it's the numerous and continuous posts about me and he's a deadbeat and he owes his baby mom this amount of money and all this. Like, they tried to get into my court case in Hamilton County pertaining to my 13-year-old child. And right after my court was at 9 in the morning, by 9:15 in the morning, she already had a Facebook status letting people know how much I owe, how this happened, and everything. You know what I mean? So it's not just about a GoFundMe. It's about, trying to embarrass me in front of people to make me look like a terrible person. She's been calling me deadbeats. She's been calling me predators. She's been calling me this, and she's been calling me that, and it's unacceptable. I don't one day just, I have however many followers. I don't care about that. You cannot find one video on any of my social media when I'm directly talking about somebody over and over and never. I don't do that. I don't use my social media to hurt and embarrass people at all, ever. But when you call me a predator and you call me a this and all this, and you got all these screenshots of, oh, Hilarious Scales is this, and oh, I got more if y'all want to see it, oh, I got more. For 7 days straight, she posted about me. That one day she would have posted the GoFundMe thing, okay, whatever. We had a little conversation, boom, that was it. But she unblocked me. Remember, they said that I was blocked. She blocked me. She unblocked me on social media and made posts. I got on TikTok Live and was mentioning it, and she got on my TikTok Live and said, oh, I'm not racist, you can't prove that I'm racist, You feel me? So I'm scared and I can't eat. I would never, ever, ever make somebody feel like they're scared of me or they can't eat or I'm ruining their life. The reason we're here today is because of her actions. If I'm going and I'm in a dark place, I'm never going to get on social media and go Facebook Live and broadcast it. Yes, we do make mistakes. I know we heard, like I said, hey, I wish you the best. That's it. She has not heard from me. I have not said anything to her. But he's a crazy person. I haven't mentioned her. I haven't showed up to her job. Me and her job had a great conversation. They told me this is unacceptable. I said, okay, whatever y'all got to do. I knew the Chelsea, that girl that they're bringing up, I just seen her at Starbucks, and I had some people reach out to me saying this was going on. I went to school with Chelsea. Me and Chelsea have no problems at all. I said, if you need me to clear your name up, I 100% will. But as far as that, I already knew that she transferred to a new store because her employees that she works with, S-Force, told me, hey, we think it's unacceptable. They transfer her, and we don't think that she should work there. I haven't got on Facebook. I could have easily got on Facebook. Hey, y'all, if they transferred her to another, I know It's none of my business. I don't care. But if you say something about me and I give you a warning, I call your job, hey, in the beginning I said, on the record, I want y'all to know that I don't want her to get in trouble. Just don't mention me. On the record, like I told Union Township, I told her job, I'm not calling her job and threatening, and I called her job one time. She said, hey, I was busy. She called me back, and that's when we had the conversation. I didn't blow her up and, oh my God, I don't care about nothing. She got stuff that she's going through in life like everybody else. But you're trying to call me a predator. You're trying to say he's a deadbeat. He don't pay for his kids. She's contacted my baby mother, like literally, and my baby mom was feeding her information and all that. She got on Facebook Live. She got on Facebook Live and pinned my baby mom's post. My baby mom said, if y'all need to know anything, let me know. And she said, his baby mom's in here right now, and I don't do that. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I am God's child. I stay out the way. I do not bother people. I do my content. I do feel-good content, but I never direct any post to anybody in a threatening way. Now, if you call me this and you call me that, I waited a week. I waited a week before I even hit up her job, like probably like 6 or 7 days, because I didn't even want to do it. And I'm like, you know what? I feel bad for her. Like, she's mentioning me, but I still find the kindness in my heart. I'm like, I don't even want to do it. But at the same time, like, they need to know what is going on, especially when it's an employee. And I don't care if you're in the state of Ohio, I don't care what job you are. If you are an employee somewhere, no matter what you do on or outside of work, you have to understand that there are consequences, because this is a company, this is a brand. You cannot go on social media and act like all this stuff, but he's just crazy, and one day he just lashed out and he's posting old body cam footages and he's doing this stuff. It was a reason that you started. If you get on here and say, hey, you know what, I'm sorry, I know I messed up, cool. After this, if she get a protection order or not, I'm going to move on. I'm not going to mention her. I got too much going on in life. Simple as that. You know, but when, like I said, numerous times she's made posts, he's a deadbeat. Screenshotting my child's situation. She has called me fat and he's dirty. That's why when she first came in here, she said black do-rag, because that's her thing. She said, oh, he's dirty. He dirty as hell. He wore the same black do-rag. That was but now all of a sudden I'm just scared and I can't eat and all that. I'm praying for it today. Whatever happens today has nothing to do with me, but I'll tell you right now, if you go to her social media, if people pull up the social media, it's crazy. Everything else that's been on social media has been hidden, but the only 2 facts that we got on there. But her opening statement a couple weeks ago, she said it was one post, and she has me literally on her highlights on Facebook. Not just a post, but highlights that say highlights, and it says Lemuel Scales with different images of me nude, different images and screenshots and all this, and he's this and he's that, a whole highlight reel of me. Nothing else. And then after that, the third highlight is her doing hair and things like that. She literally put me first. She pinned that post that you seen on that document, was pinned everything. Her last 5 videos, 3 of them is me posting about me directly. Look at his dirty ass. Look at him. He same do-rag wearing all this, and then she comes to court and like, oh, I'm just scared and terrified. This is because of your actions. I don't just come out of nowhere and start messing with people. I stay out the way. So that's it. And thank you so much.
Use the opportunity to cross-examine you. Do you have any questions for Mr. Scales? You can take a minute if you need to.
Just the last thing you said, you don't come out of nowhere just to mess with people.
Absolutely not.
Right. But you admit that you aren't messing with her, right?
I'm not.
You're not messing with her.
I'm not.
Okay. And then earlier you said, I don't hurt and embarrass people with my social media account. But if you're saying all these things about me, so if someone says something about you online, then it's okay for you to hurt and embarrass them?
I guess people say things about me all the time. When you call me a predator and a child then I'm going to speak on my name, because my social media and who I am and my image is everything. So when you're making false accusations, then that's a problem.
And people make comments about you all the time.
And I ignore them.
Right. But you can't ignore her.
When you calling somebody out their name and that's their character, and you have people calling me, say, hey, what's going on this, hey, what's going on that, that becomes a problem.
Right. So that's why you're trying to hurt and embarrass her?
I'm not trying to hurt anybody. All I just said is don't mention me, please.
What was your intention of posting this video from 3 years ago while you're standing outside of her work? It wasn't to hurt and embarrass her?
Absolutely not.
Okay, what was the purpose?
The purpose was her being held accountable for her actions.
How are you holding her accountable?
For mentioning me, for calling me a predator, and all these other things that she's seen online. If you cross-examine her Facebook, you see everything that I'm talking about.
Okay.
We're only just clipping 2 or 3 instances when there's 40-something pieces of evidence on her Facebook right now today.
Okay, that's nice. But you don't have any of that to show the court today, right?
No, I don't.
Okay.
The world sees it.
And again, the purpose of you standing in the parking lot and showing those videos of her from 3 years ago, that was to hold her accountable Is that what you said?
For the things she says.
Okay. How is posting this embarrassing video intended to hurt and embarrass her, holding her accountable?
When she went on Facebook Live, was that public? Was that to be seen by everybody when she was saying what she was saying? I call it accountability. As simple as that. When she says she's going to kill my family, when she says she's going to kill other people, and it's my 3rd DUI and I'm proud of it, that's a problem.
But getting her fired from her job at European Wax Center back when all this happened, that wasn't enough?
It wasn't me directly. It was her Facebook Live that her boss was watching.
That you called them about relentlessly?
Because at the end of the day, if she's discussing situations and she's filming inside a place without them knowing, that's a problem.
So you called them because you wanted her to suffer consequences for what she said?
I wanted her to understand what she's doing is not okay. There's no consequences. I'm not doing this out there like I'm just this crazy, evil person at all.
Getting fired from your job isn't a consequence?
Calling somebody a predator and a child, whatever, is not being... What is that?
That's not the question I asked you. Getting fired from your job, is that a consequence?
No, it's about accountability.
Yes or no? Is getting fired from your job a consequence? That's not a hard question.
I don't remember.
Okay. So you're kind of like a public figure online. You make yourself out to be raising money for people. You've been on the news, right?
I don't remember.
You don't remember being on the news raising money for your fundraiser?
Yeah, oh, yeah, absolutely, yes. I do.
You do remember that?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you kind of put yourself out there as a public figure, right?
Yeah, to help people, absolutely.
Yeah, and that's why people come after you online.
And I ignore them.
All the time?
All the time.
Except for her.
Except for when she's saying accusations that are not true about kids.
And it's not enough for you to call her job and harass everyone who works there. You had to show up in person in the parking lot.
I called her manager. I didn't harass everybody. No other employee has heard from me, spoken to me, or anything. I talked to her manager. What's the most professional thing to do? Hey, this is what's going on with one of your employees. I don't want to see her fired or in trouble. I just want her to delete the post about me spreading false accusations.
But you do want to see her fired in trouble. That's why you showed up in the parking lot.
In the beginning of that video that you skipped over, I said that on the record, I don't want to see her get in trouble. I just want her to take the posts and videos down. On record, in your evidence file.
So you're one of these people who thinks you can say, well, I don't want you to get in trouble, and then clearly do things attempting to get her in trouble, and you think that just saying that you're not doing that makes it okay?
Like I said.
Is that what you're saying?
Like I said.
Like you said what?
Like I said, I don't want to get her in trouble, but at the end of the day, she's an adult.
But you're trying to get her in trouble.
Listen, she unblocked me on Facebook and started all of this mess. I had no thoughts about her, never mentioned her.
So you do want to get her in trouble, though?
I don't care. I don't care about what she has going on in life. I wish that her.
Then why are you showing up at her job with a camera and posting videos from 3 years ago like they just happened?
And why did she post 31 posts about me, including the new picture?
Because you're trying to hurt and embarrass her. Because you're upset about things she said about you online.
Listen, God is good. I don't need to get upset. I'm going to continue to be great. I'm going to continue to
why can't you just ignore her and move on with your life?
Why hasn't her posts on Facebook haven't been deleted?
Is she a public figure? Does she go on the news raising money for people? Does she go around?
So do you have to be a public figure to raise money, or you can just be a regular individual?
Well, no, you're held to a higher standard.
How so?
When you're a public figure. You have to be able to accept criticism without harassing people and showing up at their work and trying to get them fired.
Because I was on the news, that makes me a public figure, or me just doing...
You said yourself you're a public figure. You just said it at least 3 times.
Listen, doing things in the community is the biggest thing, and that has helped me grow because I'm helping people genuinely, not because of social media. That's why she made a post about me, because they were aggravated that they wanted proof of who I helped. Her and the person who put her up to this, and I'm going to say no other names, but this is why I started. Hey, is anybody else concerned about the $10,000 when the families were coming out? Hey, he helped me, he helped me, he helped me. But that wasn't enough for her. She wanted proof of every dollar, and I don't do that. I don't put people, and I sent emails, give me 1 second. I sent emails to a person she reached out with. And the people that I was showing, because people wanted proof, I blurred their names out. She personally went on her Facebook and gave out like 7 or 8 people who were trying to be low pro because they were in a messed up situation, and she posted the emails with their names and the situations they were in to make me look bad.
Okay. And you got proof of that today?
I don't have no proof, but I can definitely get it. I'm just letting you know.
We'll just take your word for it.
Yeah, just take my word for it, for sure.
Okay. So you're not upset by the things she was posting?
Me?
Yeah. You said it doesn't bother you at all?
It doesn't bother me, but I have an image to protect.
Okay. So you showed up in the parking lot to protect your image by hurting and embarrassing her.
I wanted her to understand that it is not okay to spew around false accusations.
Okay.
But I didn't go to her job. I went to a public parking lot. I never went inside, even though I could have.
Okay. I don't have any further questions.
All right, so Mr. Scales, this would be the portion of the trial where if you had an attorney, they could redirect you, so I'll give you the last word on this. Anything that you testify to during this period of time would have to be related to what he just asked you.
Okay. Like I said, I don't single people out at the end of the day. I don't want her to fear or anything like that because I don't care about what she has going on. You know, she's a woman who got things that she got going on. I don't care. That's why I don't mention it. That's why I haven't bring her up in 3 years. In 3 long years. So, I mean, that's just it. She would probably never, she's never seen me, as you stated before in the beginning, she's never seen me. I don't just pop up at her house and pop up at her, that's not what I do. At the end of the day, I popped up at a public place, respectfully gave him the distance, never even touched the door to go inside this place of business at the end of the day. But I'm gonna let you know at the same time, like, she unblocked me and mentioned my name. You get what I'm saying? Public figure or not, at the same time, I have a family too as well, and I have an image to protect as well. I don't do anything to hurt anybody. You feel? I'm not this dangerous person, and I live my life. I stay out the way, and I don't bother anybody at all. I stay out the way. I do my feel-good content. I make people laugh. I help people along the way, and that's it. But the danger and this just crazy person is not me at all. There's no record of me ever being crazy and harming people or making people lose their job because of a situation like this. Never, ever.
Do you have anything else to testify to?
That's it.
Okay. Do you have any other witnesses you'd like to call or
No.
evidence you'd like to admit?
No.
Okay. Do you rest your case?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and take a seat back at the table for me.
Thank you.
All right. Mr. McQuaid, do you have any closing argument?
I think it's pretty clear what's going on here, Your Honor. He is harassing this woman because he is upset by social media posts, and the only intent that he had of showing up at her work that day was to embarrass and harass and hurt her. And he is intentionally causing her emotional distress, trying to get her fired from her job, and this has now been going on for 3 years. So I would just ask you to grant her petition for protection order.
Mr. Scales, you don't have to, you're not required to, but if you'd like to, you can give a closing argument as well.
Real fast. This happened, I think, 2022. If you look at the date of the post that she posted, if I was this crazy person or if it's been happening for 3 years, that's not the case at all. Me and her had a respectful conversation. After that, in February 6th or something like that, she unblocked me to try to make me look bad and try to make me look like I was a scammer or a predator and all this other things. Other than that, I've never hit her up directly. I blocked her on my TikTok. I could have messaged her. I could have called her directly. I could have went to her address. I could have did any of that, but I chose not to. At the end of the day, I'm just letting her know that what you do on social media, you have to be careful, because at the end of the day, if it's 10 years or 3 years ago, like, being racist and homophobic is nothing to play with anybody, especially when you work in a public place. We could have avoided this by simply just kind of, look, we all go through things, but we don't have to go public about it. I have stress. I have a child situation that's going on with my children, but I don't have to get on Facebook Live and show the public what's going on. Some things are meant to be kept safe. But I can tell you right now, I would never contact her. I would never harm her in any way, shape, or form. My record is 100% clear. No, I don't have no violence, no telecommunications harassment, or anything of that nature. And I'm telling y'all right now, I'm not a dangerous, crazy person like they're trying to make me out to be. This started because of her social media posts and rants about me that happened for 7 days straight. And it got to the point where if you were scared of somebody and you didn't want anything to happen to you or anything like that, why is the post on Facebook still up? Why are the highlights still out? Why is my name still on your page? Instead of deleting it, hey, I'm not going to mention him. I'm not going to say nothing about him. Why do you have 200 and something comments on one post and 31 stories on your social media about me to this day? That's my closing statement. At the end of the day, I don't want to harm or bother nobody. If I see her in the store, I wouldn't even speak to her. Hey, God bless you. I hope you're doing okay. But I would never put her in harm's way. I would never harm her in any way, shape, or form. That is not how I roll it out. If you know me in social media, my name is Lemuel Scales or Hilarious Scales. I don't put people in danger. I try to help people stay out of danger. Simple as that. Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to take this under advisement. For right now, I know the ex parte is not in place. You can approach us with that. So just for the record, as counsel's handing me a USB with the exhibits on it. I know there's not an ex parte in place, but I'm going to have the parties leave separately today so that there's no incident.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Issues any kind of decision. Mr. Scales, I'm going to have you leave first just because there are more parties over here.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
Is that it? We done?
Yeah.
So would I know if the protection order was granted or not? How would we go about that?
I'll issue a decision today. I'll try to get it out before lunch. It'll have to be processed through the clerk's office.
And it'll be mailed to me or
and then
just...
you will either get a copy in the mail or you'll get served by the sheriff.
Hey, thank you. And I just want to say God bless everybody and peace and blessings for sure. Thank you.